Coming up on Crossfire Collectibles, the G.I. Joe Classified Series number 130, San Diego Comic-Con 2024 exclusive Cobra Commander Once a Man. Stick around. What's up, and welcome to Crossfire Collectibles. Today's video, we're going to be unboxing and reviewing the G.I. Joe Classified Series number 130, San Diego Comic-Con 2024 exclusive Cobra Commander Once a Man. So, like many tried, many failed, but me, I got him on my first try. I didn't attend the show, but I did kind of camp pulse, the last 5 minutes before they went on sale, and I managed to get one. So here it is, and I pretty much just took it out of the shipping box, and it's in its little shipper here. You can see it's got its serial number on the front. The rest is pretty plain and nothing to it. So we're going to go ahead and cut the outer mailer open. So give this a little slice. And pop. Pop. And pop. So I'm pretty excited for this one. I know they've gone up a few times, since I guess the first sellout, and hopefully everybody who was after them really got one. I think it was a mistake that they allowed 5 per person the first time it went up for sale, but I don't know. Mistakes are meant to be fixed, so maybe they'll learn their lesson. Who knows? Anyways, here is the cover. As you can see, it's kind of got that holographic changing from Cobra Commander to Snake. So pretty neat. You got Roadblock down here, Galabulus up here, Nemesis Enforcer. Go to the side, and a nice shot of Cobra Commander, and some stats in a kind of new green color. It's kind of funny, I got a pair of pliers here, it's almost the same color. There's 130 and a QR code. Go ahead and scan that if you want to check it out, if you don't have the figure. Around to the back, you got Cobra Commander again. You got a Falcon down here, and I was a man. This is on the outer plastic sleeve though. Stats again, Cobra Commander Once a Man. On this side, you got a nice artist render of the Snake version. G.I. Joe 130. I like the 130, it looks pretty cool. At the top, 130 in Cobra. At the bottom, you got UPC. First, let's take off the outer sleeve. And there's your hologram. It's not really doing it, but you're gonna kind of go up and down with it. So I'm gonna pop the window and reveal him. But first, please subscribe to the channel. All right, here it is. Dun dun! Cool. He looks neat. There's the inner window panel. You have Cobra Commander in that giant clam. Looks like they used the Hiss version, retro card. Galabulus in the back and Nemesis Enforcer. And over to the figure, there's the Snake. He's got a pistol, knife, a few sets of hands, undamaged head, and here's the mask. Little back piece for his pistol, and then the figure itself. So let's go ahead and open this up. Looks like there is some tape on it, but I am definitely opening this, so I have no problem cutting it. And, oh look, we get crap. Let's slide out the insert, close this back up, off to the side. Here's the figure in his plastic dungeon. Really cool. I always hoped that they would make a modern version of this, but they never did, so I made a custom. I was pretty happy with it. Let's go ahead and start with the accessories. We'll pop all these hands out first, and we'll go over them. So first, you have a left kind of open hand. got that hinge peg here at the wrist, so it could go in or out. Next, you have a right pointing finger. So, like the rest of the Cobra Commanders, you know, you get that U. It also has a hinge peg and will allow it to move in or out. And then you get a pair of fist hands, so a left and a right. And they also have hinge pegs to allow each to move in or out. All right, next, moving on. Check out his dagger. Got some tape with it. So just pop that right back on. And here it is. See, it's got a nice silver blade. Looks more detailed than what you would normally get. There's your black handle. It's got some ridges in it. And you got that gold butt right here. Right, his pistol. So it's just like the retro version, all black. You got that kind of front odd muzzle on it. Got a little bit of a red accent at the top right here. I think they're kind of like it's like a dial. I'm not exactly sure, but here that is. Alright, moving on, get it. This back piece. And here that is. You see blue to match the uniform. It's got some silver on it. There's a Cobra logo right here on the, I guess the blaster holster itself. And you can just take this and simply pop it right on. And he can hold it on his back. All right, next we'll go over the heads, or the mask, I should say. So here's the first one. Remember, Roadblock was like, "This is your face mask." So it looks pretty cool. Looks a little damaged over here. Maybe it could be some like slime coming out, or possibly cracking on the plate itself. Flip to the inside. It's all detailed in there, and it looks really cool. They have it more of a darker color than I was expecting. I was kind of expecting to see it maybe a dull silver, gunmetal maybe. But you got two red dots in there. But pretty cool. Alright. Moving on to the actual classic head. And here it is. Amazing looking as well. The dome is actually some soft plastic, so that's pretty cool. Has a nice sheen to it. Looks pretty shiny. It's got the nice white stripe on the top. And let's see if the inside comes out. Oh, maybe it doesn't. And I'm not going to force it because I don't want to mess it up. But looks cool. There's a socket at the bottom for the ball joint. Pretty awesome. Now we'll get out his snake version. And here he is. Really cool. This is awesome. I'm so glad they gave you this and not just a figure. So that's pretty cool. A lot of details in it. It's got some articulated arms. It can move pretty much up and down. Can't go all the way around because of the frill on the back. Nice scale texture and some design on it. You see the stripes going around. And more darker yellow at the bottom. Nice detail on the chest. And then the face itself looks absolutely amazing. Kind of reminds me of like a frilled shark. You know, just to look at it. You see he's got multiple eyes on each side. There's the tongue. A lot of detail. It actually looks like a real snake mouth from the inside. So that's really cool. We'll see how flexible this is going to be, because I am going to put this on a Roadblock, and we'll probably do it in this video. And now, let's get out Cobra Commander. Alright, and here he is. Very cool. That head looks so much better in person. The chest, not a big fan of, but you know, still looks good. You got the ripped off sleeves. Of course, the front is all ripped open. Around to the back, got some damage down here at the bottom. Some detail on his back, especially in the spine area. Legs look good. I was surprised they didn't, you know, give you any, you know, bare hands. You know, both of them have the glove on it. I'm not sure why. You know, I was expecting to see, you know, probably one of his more mutant hands like this. I thought that would be pretty cool, but I guess not. Details on the arms. That red stripe really pops. You see it's like more dirty down towards the ankles, and also at the bottom where the ripped jacket is separated from the waist. So anyway, nice close up of the face. Awesome. All right, so let's check out the articulation. So obviously it's on a ball joint. You can rotate a full 360. The neck has some articulation as well and can revolve around. The head can go forward that far, up that far, and side to side. Shoulders are on butterfly joints. They can rotate a full 360. You see, they can come up about that far. They have bicep rotation, double jointed pinless elbows, and down at the hands, you have, of course, the hinge peg in the hand that'll allow the wrist to do a full 360. These hands will let them go down and up. And if you were to pop these off, you can remove, I guess, the back end of the glove here. But pop it back on and slap the hand back on, just like that. I'm gonna move over to this hand and pop that one off. And I like this hand right here, so we're gonna throw that on. So yeah. Anyways, down to the torso. Get a little more of a shot in there. Got the detail. Got the ab crunch. That far forward. And that far back. Waist swivel. You have soft plastic lower torso. So from the belt down to the cod area. Down to the legs at the hips. You have drop leg. Legs can go forward that far, out to the side that far, and back about that far. You got thigh swivel, double jointed pinless knees, and you have some upper ankle rotation. Down to the foot, the lower ankle, you have that hinge, allow the foot to go forward that far. And it can go up that far. All right, let's get him down. So we got to figure out a pose for him. Not exactly sure what we're gonna do, but I don't know if this face mask will actually fit on there, but we'll check it out a little bit. I think I'm gonna try to see if he can hold this, because I think that's the best bet. It's kind of what I want to do with this. It's a little too thin, you know, for him to actually hold into the hand, but let's set him back a second. Yeah, so I guess we're gonna go ahead, put it in this hand, so he'll just be like kind of holding it like that. Not too much we can do with him as far as a pose. He's kind of just standing there, but I don't know if I want to put this on his back either, but we're gonna do it for the video. We're going to just plug that in right there. Now, if you wanted to, we can throw that face plate down and pop the head off and give him his classic head. So there we go. So if he wasn't holding that, that just looks great. Looks absolutely amazing. But this is once a man. He's holding the faceplate, and this is how I'm going to display him. Something like that. We'll take his little dagger, pop it into his thigh sheath right there. And then that's pretty much it. So not too much work. A little bit of moving around and posing, and there's your Cobra Commander once a man. Now, like I said, I got Roadblock here. So we have 01 Roadblock. I'm gonna go ahead and pop him out. He was opened, before, prior when we got him, back in the day, but I've since taken him down from the shelf and put heavy artillery Roadblock in his place. But we're still gonna make some use out of him. This is kind of more inspired towards the version 2 Roadblock. So we're gonna go ahead and bring in the snake and see how this will fit. So I'm not exactly sure if this will go around his waist. It doesn't seem like it would, but we can stick him like this, kind of wrapped around his arm, kind of have him holding him a bit, but I don't like that. We're going to try to figure this out. There's got to be a way to get him around his waist. If the head turned on the snake, it would make it so much better, but it doesn't seem to want to. But anyways, I think that's a Roadblock. Like, have him wrapped around. Like I said, if the head could turn, that would be a lot better, but unfortunately it's stuck back that way. Doesn't wrap around him that great. It's a little awkward. Yeah, so we'll put the Roadblock off to the side, something like that. So now, that's pretty much it. I think we're gonna go ahead and throw these two up onto the turntable, and we'll give you some final thoughts.
G.I. Joe will return after these messages.
Be sure to check out our previous videos. A link will always be pinned in the comments.
Now back to G.I. Joe.
All right, so here you have it. The G.I. Joe Classified Series, number 130. San Diego Comic-Con 2024 exclusive Cobra Commander, Once a Man. Really cool figure. I don't want to say they went all out, but they really did on them face sculpts. The snake form, that looks absolutely amazing. The head sculpt on the actual figure itself, he looks great, absolutely great. I think they could have did a little better with the body itself. They did use the retro figure, from the waist down, same hands. The back piece, with the gun holster, but the head's a totally new sculpt. The torso, the arms, of course. I do wish that they went ahead and ditched, at least one hand and gave you, the mutated hand. That would have been a nice touch to it. But overall, I really think it looks good. It looks really great. The snake form itself, I wish the head turned. It just doesn't. He's looking off to the side while I have him on Roadblock, and I don't really like that. The coil itself, where he's wrapped around Roadblock, it doesn't seem to be wide enough, so you have to kind of work with it to fit it on there properly. And I don't know, it's just kind of awkward. Maybe it's meant to just sit on the ground, but I want to wrap it around a figure. I think it looks better like that. Overall, I think it's a great addition to the G.I. Joe Classified series. I like when San Diego does something like that. They give you something unique, something not everybody's going to pop over. This is something that really doesn't fit in with much on the shelf. If you want to have him as a display piece, as an exclusive, it works perfectly. But fitting him in with the rest of the figures, it doesn't really work. Maybe if you did like a movie shelf and added them on there, that would be cool. But they haven't really made many figures from the movie, and there wasn't really too many new additions that you could have. You got maybe 10 that you could put on there once they do them all, and that's if they do them all. I'm sure we'll get them, later down the line, but who knows when. But yeah, so he went on sale and like sold out pretty much immediately. I was lucky enough to get one. I went back up a couple more times since then, and I know some people were complaining, and I do agree that I think 5 per person was a little ridiculous. If it is an exclusive, it shouldn't not be 5. It should be more like maybe 2. You could be pretty strict and have it 1 per person, and then probably everybody could have got one on the first try, but it didn't happen that way. But these seems to be still going up, here and there, and people are getting them. If you haven't get them, just keep trying. Don't waste it going after a scalper. Be like, oh, I'm fed up with it. More will pop up. I don't think he's going to be, you know, vastly available or in abundance like Chuckles was. You know, he sold out pretty quick too, and then just became like pretty easy to get. So give it some time, you know, you'll get them. Just keep trying. But I think that's going to do it for this one. I hope you guys enjoyed what you saw. If you did, please, like always, leave that giant thumbs up, subscribe, tickle that bell so you're notified when we post future videos. Be sure to follow us on social media. We'll be back with some more amazing stuff this week, so please tune in, and we'll see you in the next one. Peace.